Bitch, I got some clout. Bitch, I got some clout.
Taking a break from Jenna Marbles Day to talk about some soon to be dissolved YouTubers.
Do you think? I don't think they're ever gonna stop making videos.
No.
I mean, how bad? I pulled up their. Sorry. Let me close the Life of Onion Wikipedia knockoff that I've been reading for 2 hours.
Sorry, a lot came out.
Don't edit that out. It has to stay in.
That's fine.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
This is our first video episode. Hello! It's our first video episode of Merch Link in Bio.
Welcome to Merch Link in Bio.
Wait, hold on. Do that again.
We usually, in the past, we've recorded on Saturdays, but we're coming to you from Jenna Marbles Day of the week to talk about an old fave, Social Repose, Richie,
his Encyclopedia Dramatica entry refers to him as Richie Dick Geese. So that's his full name.
Is it geese like the animal or like with an I? Huh.
Geese? Geese?
I feel like it's probably geese. Right?
It also refers to him with multiple homophobic slurs.
Yeah. I fucking love it. I have to tell, like, we'll do an episode about,
Oh, I was reading the Chavmo page earlier. Female Chavmos are often found to be dykes as well. So, it's a podcast for female Chavmos only.
I want to do, because Encyclopedia Dramatica used to be like I would go on it a lot in like 2007.
I haven't been on it before today. I didn't know
wow.
it existed.
We should do a throwback episode, because in my, how old was I in 2007? 13?
I wasn't there.
13? I used to read like original comics like Yowie on the internet, and I read them on Smack Jeeves, and there was like some deep cut like Smack Jeeves drama with like the popular people who made the Yowie, who are like American Girls, the dolls, but they had like this like club, and there was like this incredible fight, and I just remember reading every Encyclopedia Dramatica like article about that drama, and it's still fucking up. So I want to do a throwback episode at some point where we just talk about
Smack Jeeves drama.
Yeah, about my and there was this whole thing where one of the people had like a fuzzy audio recording that they put through like a ton of filters and put on YouTube. That was like they were a whistleblower for the popular kids on Smack Jeeves.
It's crazy when I think about like what internet drama that I remember like is and isn't archived. Like I had this weird moment in a class this week where I brought up, do you remember YouTube Heroes?
No.
No one remembers YouTube Heroes. My professor who wrote a book on YouTube, to be clear, was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, Jen, how did you miss that? So it was this product rollout that YouTube did where they were trying to fix their content moderation problem by giving users, there was like a point system, and you could become like a high-ranking YouTube hero if you accurately reported fucked up videos. And like if you were a higher-up YouTube hero, you could get like the more YouTube hero points you had, you could like mass flag videos, or like your flags would be taken more seriously.
Oh my god.
And if you were the #1 YouTube hero, you got like an expenses paid trip to LA. Like it was crazy. And everyone hated it so much that they like took it down and pretended it never happened after 24 hours.
Oh god.
And somehow I like caught it. I like followed it really closely.
You were there.
I was the YouTube hero, dude.
So
there's some deep cut YouTube drama.
That's some shit that like if they ever tried to roll it out again would be the most insane 24 hours.
Yeah, people were mad. It's crazy that no one remembers it though.
Someone would like, oh my god, the first
Maybe
YouTube hero would be like.
Now I'm like, did YouTube heroes not happen?
I bet it did. I bet Onision would be the first YouTube hero because he loves to.
Oh no, YouTube's original
Jack's
no,
trying
this is a
to
video of
eat
something
pretzels so
different.
quietly.
Um,
New site change in moderation called YouTube Heroes, which owns gay points for captioning.
September 20th, 2016, the official YouTube Help channel announced it. Within 72 hours, the video gathered over 1.2 million views and 411,000 dislikes. Comments on the video were disabled.
Oh my god. We can do an episode. That can be a history. We can do a little history
little
series.
history series.
Yes.
Well, drama that we still have access to. Drama that no one's forgotten.
Drama that is kept on the internet and kept monetized. Every video he has with his ex-girlfriends are on his channel and
I'm
monetized.
shocked that there's even one that's unlisted.
He's such a fucking asshole grifter. I cannot fucking handle it.
Okay, I feel like we have to circle back.
Yeah, we have to introduce. So today we're talking about Richie Geese of Social Repose fame, whose channel, if you have never been a fan of emo kids in the 20-aughts.
I was subscribed in high school.
Yeah, if you've never heard of him, his channel is dying. And if you have heard of him, you probably haven't thought about him recently because his channel is dying.
Where would you say you first heard about him? Like, what was the first video of his that you watched?
I became aware of Richie in 2015, I think, because it was when there was all this shit about, where he made the video about him being allowed to wear the headdress. So I clued in during, like, the height of that controversy. And I got super into it because, obviously because watching his videos kind of makes you feel like you're, like, tripping. Especially during that time when he lived in like a stark white home, probably his parents' house, I think, just like in that getup, and he would just do like pop acapella covers, and I would watch it and I'd just be like, whoa, like who the fuck is that? It like looks like some surrealist art, but not like that's because he wants it to be that way. And I got really into the makeup tutorials he did, where he like put in the sclera lenses that were like this big.
I realized the first video of his I watched, I distinctly remember this for some reason, was the video where he talks about his experience auditioning for American Idol and how he felt like shafted by American Idol. And it was this video of him like calling out American Idol and like American Idol is canceled because they didn't cast me and they only wanted me to audition because I look like a freak, but actually I'm so talented, so like why would American Idol be mean to me? And I was like 14-year-old me was like, subscribe.
Like that's a cause I can get behind. Yeah, so were you were a subscriber at that point? Did you follow any? What were the sort of threads you followed?
I think the next time he posted a video, I probably immediately unsubscribed.
What was I want to see exactly what video that was.
Well, I think I probably watched like one more of his videos, and the singing videos are so like weird and uncomfortable to watch that I was like, I can't look at this.
So
what year would that have been? And I remember it came up in my recommendation because I was watching at the time a lot of like American Idol auditions, or it was America's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a lot of America's Got Talent like cringe compilations that were like
classic. 2016, June 2016.
Okay, so I would have just turned 16 years old. And I was watching a lot of American Idol and like America's Got Talent cringe compilations of like the worst auditions. And then he ended up in my recommendations and I was like, whoa, is America's Got Talent problematic?
It's like, no, he's just...
This guy in a headdress will tell me.
Yeah, so the headdress thing, I feel like the headdress thing was maybe the first controversy surrounding him. I guess, which was really like 2016, I would say, right? So should we give some background on that? So he wears his shtick is he wears like a getup of custom made shit. I don't know, like
nonsense. He is like a goth and he like paints his neck black using acrylic paint specifically because in one of his daily vlogs, he shows himself like going out and buying like 6 tubes of black acrylic paint.
Oh yeah.
And he does covers. And he does
a cappella covers. The ones the ones that got really popular around that time.
With like a bunch of boxes.
Yeah.
That like stylistic thing. The other thing he does is he covers things in multiple genres.
Yeah. Where he'll do like the hardcore Post Malone, you know? Like that kind of shit. And he's very into 21 Pilots. I feel like as someone who used to subscribe to being emo-ish in high school, I don't
a hard emo in high school.
Yeah, it was a hard scene kid in high school. But I don't understand this genre of 21 Pilots goths. Like, what the fuck? They're not good. It's not.
I was a 21 Pilots fan until in high school, until I got creepily hit on by a guy on Halloween who was dressed as one of the people in 21 Pilots, and then I threw my merch away.
That'll fucking do it, honestly. Hell yeah. Yeah, so what the fuck? I'm just gonna open a tab with the My Tattoos video because I'm curious. So he made his video about his headdress where he says basically that it's okay because it's duck feathers and it's not traditional and some woman in Finland or something made it.
In later videos, he says that the concept of cultural appropriation is racist, and he also says that it's not supposed to represent a indigenous war bonnet. It's actually a completely different thing, which is insane.
I just realized something. That I must have found him because I was hate watching kitty play vloggers. And he was friends with Scream Kiwi, who was a kitty play vlogger I watched. Because I just found Bagel Twerk Off featuring XX Scream Kiwi XX from 3 years ago. Right next to his fucking Melanie Martinez Pity Party cover.
I can on how to put a butt plug up your butt. And basically, really easy. You just get some glue. Now, Richie?
Hungry.
Both of these people
It's too bad.
are gross looking.
Junk food.
Kind of like a bagel, but you can't have it.
Not to be mean, but I'm gonna be
Not to be
mean.
problematic, but
On our podcast where we bully people and call them gay,
I guess it's twerk off.
I will say he's not gay.
He's not gay, and he fucking uses coming out clickbait videos all the time. And he made a homophobic video recently, which we'll get to.
I missed that controversy. He also can't twerk.
I feel like that's the point, is that it doesn't look like anything, and that's the joke. This is some real throwback content.
I cannot believe they uploaded this.
Hello, my name is...
Shut up. Sorry.
Oh my god.
But this was the fucking... I used to get, drunk. Drink, a 40 and a half and watch makeup tutorial to Social Repose. Just, in my bed, hammered out my fucking mind, just whoa. Because he, spends, a minute and a half just, pulling at his eye. And it's crazy. It's some shit. It's it puts you in that space of seeing something so wrong on the internet, and you're just I gotta
freshman year, my friend and I would get noise complaints because we would get drunk on Twisted Tea specifically, and then we would use her projector to project. For a while, it was Glee covers of things on her wall. And this is, some shit that she would have projected, and I would have just, left the room and walked home.
It's too much.
I'm trying to imagine being drunk and, being confronted with Social Repose's face, and I think I would just leave the situation I was in.
Oh, I loved it. I watch Blackfish when I'm drunk, though, the documentary about SeaWorld. I get drunk at my parents' house and watch it in the bathtub. Just an aside.
In the bathtub specifically.
Yeah, which
so
is
you know how they feel.
yeah. The irony is not lost on me. Yeah, so the cultural appropriation thing happened. Clearly it didn't work. No one listened to, he didn't listen to anyone being like, what the fuck? He got wings, multiple pairs of wings. How
does he afford this? Custom clothing is really expensive. Even like normal custom clothing is extremely expensive.
Social Repose. I kind of want to like, first of all, like imagine being an Etsy seller and getting a message from this man. But
like,
also,
Social Blade says that his estimated yearly earnings are $2,300 to $36,500.
he makes like what I make on YouTube. But like,
I would estimate that like a custom pair of wings would be like $2,000, or like a custom headdress like that. Because I once, true story, got requested to make a custom cosplay for someone, and their budget was $3,000 plus materials. Like their budget to pay someone to make it was $3,000. So that's like the kind of money that like wacky custom clothes are talking. So I'm like, did he start rich? Because he's not getting rich off YouTube. He doesn't have the views.
at that point, he may have, because he had like some hits, I guess. Like the Marilyn Manson The Nobodies cover got 300,000 views. I also feel like at this point they were kind of paying, the Bring Me the Horizon acapella cover got 1 million views. He may have had some extra change, like, because he also like bought a house at one point. Oh, you know what? One guy, 13 voices, 4.7 million views.
Okay. So
That's how he bought the fucking
like viral hits.
yeah. Some shit went well. He bought his toys. You know what my favorite fact is like how much money Simply Nailogical made off of the Nail Mountain video, but that's for another day.
Oh,
But-
I'm so happy for her.
How's it going over there? Still recording? How many minutes did we do?
1936.
Okay, so in 10 minutes we have to restart the camera. We have to click it again. Goth reacts to women wear fashion, first to last cover. Bipolar love. Goth
One video
reacts.
that's just called "That's Offensive" in all caps.
66,000 views. No one clicked it. It's a lot of like goth react stuff. He does a video with Laney-Bot.
Right, wasn't there a point where him and Onision were like friends?
Yeah, they definitely made a video together at like Onision's home where they like dump stuff into the swamp. Onision's environmentally toxic.
Okay, there's a playlist that someone made that's 35 videos long called Onision versus Social Repose, which is sick. I was watching the Jacqueline Glenn versus Social Repose. This is the meaty Social Repose controversy.
But before we get there, we have to do Ayala. Yeah, so then he made like a video that did really well that he still has up, where he asked her to be his girlfriend. Where it's like very sweet and like, let me see.
He asked Ayala to be his girlfriend.
Ayala Karina, who has a band called Dear Father, something like that. But he like asked her out, and it was like very like, aw, you know. And then she was best friends with Billy. It really is like this with the fucking Onision shit, which sucks because the Onision stuff really requires like us to sit and read a fucking book about.
That's a deep dive
Yeah.
that we'll get back to. But he was dating this girl, Ayala, and also kind of, so he was dating Ayala. He did some videos about asking her out. He did some videos about like being with her. And then they broke up because he cheated on her.
He cheated on her, and it was like an incredibly public breakup because I think the emo community of YouTube still does this, where they also like go on YouNow all the fucking time.
Yeah, so she did a You Now live after they broke up. That is, have you seen it? It's like really sad and horrifying.
Yeah.
Where she's talking about the way that he treated her, and it's like really fucked up and awful. Like he cheated on her, but he also like body shamed her and made her feel like shit about herself, and was just like not
Threatened to kill himself,
threatened to kill himself a lot.
Which sort of goes to one of the points we wanted to make in this was to think about how people have always been able to monetize things like depression. Well, certain people have always been able to monetize depression.
Because you look back in his videos, and for years and years and years, he's been making videos about like how to deal with my depression, or like what it's like being depressed, or like I'm a goth because I'm depressed. And then every time he has a public breakup, he's like, well, I have depression, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And he is profiting off of talking about the stigma against his mental illness while also using it as an excuse when he fucks up. And the videos he makes about fucking up, he also monetizes because he knows that people give more of a shit about him when he's like in drama, which is also why he like publicly fights with Onision all the time.
Yeah. And it's why he'll like he'll do this trick where he'll post a video and the title will be something where it looks like it's going to be something about drama, or it's going to be something about him like hurting himself. Like and then it'll just be a song. Like this one. This one's called Coming Out. You click it. First you get an ad. We love to give Richie money. You click it and it looked like you looked at the title and the still, and it looks like it's gonna be a coming out video, and it's just fucking this. And it's just coming out of my cage. And then All Right, I Need Help. This is just a cover.
I'm sorry.
Or it's just a song. It's a fucking stupid song. And, like, he does that. When I was trying to do research for this video, all I fucking found was that. Because I was looking for videos called, like, Sorry. And it was all just that shit.
Yeah, and then so after this relationship that he had a very public breakup from, he made this insane video called Dear Future Girlfriend, which I assume you watched because it's...
Oh, I've seen. It's fucking gross. It's disgusting. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It shows that he traumatizes people. It shows that he's a severe, like, deep in his gut misogynist. And, like...
But the thing is, he talks about it, like, he addresses it, and every time he addresses it, he calls it an art video.
Yep.
And he talks about it like it's, like, a parody. And then when he started dating, when he started dating Jacqueline Glenn, he made her do a video on his channel where she, like, watches it and, like, jokes that he... So the video is basically, like, from the perspective of an abuser, and it's him being, like, looking directly into the camera in black and white while it slowly zooms in and being like, Dear my girlfriend, I will fuck with your head in these ways because I hate you and I think you're disgusting. And I'm a narcissist. And then he made Jacqueline Glenn respond to it, and in the video, it's supposed to be, I guess it's like a parody of, like, people in abusive relationships. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because she's, like, watching this video where her boyfriend says all these fucked up things and being like, haha, like, you only abuse me because you love me. Like, whatever. And it's, like, clearly supposed to be a joke because she, like, scripted, filmed, and let him upload it.
It's surreal.
But then after they break up, she talks about her experience, and it's like, no, that's actually what he's like. And he thought by, like, parodying it and, like, getting her to respond to it early in their relationship, he could, like, get the jump on it and, like, show that he's, like, self-aware. Which is crazy.
It's fucking nuts. In his apology, his since deleted apology video after she made her video about how... Because that seems to be another sort of pattern for him that both of these women who were with him talk about, is that he will really, like crucify himself online after he has a breakup or something bad happens to him, where he spends all his time on Twitter. Isla talked in her You Now about how during when she was like hanging out with her sister and he didn't want her to, he just like went on You Now and just like drank vodka and didn't talk at all during the You Now stream, because it really is like genius as far as the algorithm, because when you go online and you start to say that you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to kill yourself, or you're upset, people will respond and it will boost those posts, because if people are paying attention to it, that will go up. So I think in the very sociopathic way that he operates, I think he's like, breakups are good for me, cheating is good for me, because I can get either hate comments or people feeling bad for me. And those are like a dime a dozen, like they'll fucking like flow in, you know?
Oh, yeah. So he, after dating Isla, dates Jacqueline, and they make like a ton of videos together. Because one of the things that Isla talked about was like, he like sometimes wanted to hide our relationship. And then one of the things Jacqueline talks about is like, what made her feel really good in their relationship was that he was so into performing it online. Like, he was so into making videos with her, he was so into collaborating with her, he was so into like expressing his love via like aggressively public posts. Which of course meant that, so when she talks about it, she's like, in my mind, he would never cheat on me because...
How could he?
How could he? Because everyone on the internet knows that we're dating, because it's impossible to look at my channel and it's impossible to look at his channel and it's possible to look at any of our social media without like seeing that he is extremely with me.
Yeah.
And then he was cheating on her with multiple people for like months.
For the duration of their relationship, it seemed like.
Yeah. So she made a video saying that they broke up, that she'd been cheated on, and like reading out texts that he sent to other people, because the way she found out was by going through his phone. And she talks about, like, she reads out these texts that are like gross.
Yeah.
That are like him like asking for nudes and like talking about like when he's on tour, like inviting girls into his dressing room for a quickie and like all sorts of shit like that. And he responds and he's like, I'm disgusting. I'm a terrible person. It's because I have depression. He's like...
But he's also anti-therapy and anti-prescription
yeah,
drugs.
He talks about in an unlisted video called I'm an Idiot. Because Jacqueline's video is called I'm an Idiot, because she's like, I didn't see it coming. Yeah, I was so in love with him.
warned me.
Onision warned me.
Warned me. How many of us have had that thought? Onision warned me.
So he responded to it, and the video's unlisted now, but you can still access it. Link in bio.
Yeah, link in bio.
If you're watching this on YouTube. Where he says that he's anti-meds and he's anti-therapy because he doesn't think either of them work. But he only cheats because he's like sad and fucked up. And what he should have done was just dumped her because he can't not cheat. And he's like, I knew it was bad all along. And I'm so fucked up and I should have dumped her because I'm so fucked up and such a terrible person. And doing the like self-flagellating thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you were aware of your actions,
also
you wouldn't do that.
This fucking video, have you seen that tweet that's like, when will straight men find out about purple shampoo? Because he has the bleach on hair and it looks so bad. Anyways.
Another thing with the Jacqueline Glenn relationship that's just deeply confusing. She's so beautiful.
She's really beautiful. I think, but she also, I mean, I don't want to like armchair psychologist it, but I think the thing about when I sort of followed the Isla breakup and when I sort of became aware of and started following the breakup with Jacqueline, they both sort of talked about having unhealthy past relationships and like believing that there was something new in this man. And that like really resonated with me as like someone who's had like traumatizing relationships in the past, where I think that Richie really knows what he's looking for when he's looking for someone he can talk down to and treat like shit. Especially as far as the body stuff, you know? Like, I think he's very aware of the type of woman he can manipulate.
Yeah, this is a consistent thing that both Isla and Jacqueline have talked about, like that he pushed them to either gain or lose weight to look like the type of body that he wanted. Yeah, also just the way Jacqueline has titled her videos, like the series of 3 videos, except for my experience on ayahuasca. I'm an idiot, followed by I will be okay, followed by moving on and getting stronger.
Yeah.
I'm like he's such a piece of shit. But it's so unsettling that there's this clearly like abusive, fucked up person on YouTube who treats a series of women in the same way.
Women who have separately followings online.
Yeah, like people with public lives, dating someone else with a public life, publicly performing their relationship that is abusive, and and it just happens, and it's just like it, and he just gets to keep going and have over 1 million subscribers still. And to be clear, his channel is dying, but it's not dying because he's like a fucked up abuser piece of shit. It's dying because his videos are boring.
Yeah. Well, I from a more hopeful standpoint, I like to think it's both.
Yeah.
Like, I do think that the thing about his fame altogether from the get-go, like, I think he really gained a following from having beef with Onision. And the people who watch Beef with Onision watch all the beef and, like, are aware of, like, additional things that happen. I think that Jacqueline also having, like, I don't think very many people know that he was in a terrible relationship before her, but she has a very large following. So I like to think it's like a combination of both. But also, I think that YouTube, who knows the fucking mind of YouTube, but I do think that at some point someone probably made a conscious decision that the algorithm was going to move against him, because he has been almost exclusively making like clickbaity, trending topic videos recently, and they just fucking bomb. So I think that like his like subscribers' notifications have been at least like repressed to some extent, honestly. And I think that he's just not showing up in people's boxes anymore, which is sick.
Yeah, I get recommended videos. As a person who consumes a lot of YouTube drama, I'd say, I get recommended a lot of videos about him and never his videos. And I watch the videos about him because I love YouTube drama. But like sometimes when I watch a bunch of videos about someone, I'll get recommended their videos, and it never happens with him.
Yeah. I think that they're really like, he is not advertiser friendly, because his music videos are really not advertiser friendly. Like they're stupid, and they're like, I don't want to talk about his music because I think it fucking sucks. And if for some reason someone watching this video would go and try and watch it and like suddenly become a fan of his, that would break my heart, because your taste is in the fucking toilet. It's terrible. But like
if you like his music, get out of our podcast.
Like, I don't know why you're watching this, but like his music videos and his music are just shitty, and they also are not at all advertiser friendly. This is his most popular video is him like screaming in the face of a woman. It's like very clearly like a fucking, video sub post about someone, who knows who.
And he talks about, he's like, my art is about exploring like dark, fucked up things. And I'm like, if the thing that you feel the need to like exercise through your art is that you want to yell in a woman's face, you probably got some shit going on that you should be dealing with in therapy, which you don't believe.
Just
so Repose, if you're watching this, which I know you will because you watch every video that's about you because you're a narcissist, go to therapy, please.
Go to therapy. like fucking like
Your like 65 patrons will help you out.
58.
58.
Yikes. Just take a, I mean, like, healthcare in this country is a mess, but you do seem to, as I
Move to
remember,
Canada.
he lives in Las Vegas,
Okay.
which is which, outside of all the other stuff, what an interesting choice for a YouTuber to make. Las Vegas? What are the opportunities there?
No one likes him.
No, I know.
So if
but-
he lived in LA, he would just try and fail to collab with people.
Also, how is it not so hot all the time in that outfit in Las Vegas?
I always wonder if he like walks around like that.
I think he does. See, because I remember he has a house tour. I remember watching this house tour.
And he lives in like a normal ass house. I'm like, you don't
I
decorate
watch
your
his
house with your interests?
I don't think he has. His interests are like, black, the color black, the color white, the color purple. Those are his three interests. And Rick and Morty on the screen right there.
Holy shit.
You got it, buddy.
Maybe turn off the TV before you shoot your house tour, dude. You're gonna fuck up your TV.
He can't. He loves it.
He loves Rick and Morty too much.
He loves to just talk about. I want to play. We're gonna go back to the good old commentary video ass shit, and I'm just gonna play the opening to the video he put up yesterday called Goth Crocs. After we give him 90
After
cents.
the Shutter Shock.
I really need to get ad blocker, but I
don't understand why you don't.
You know why I don't? It's embarrassing because I
You want to give Jenna Marbles money?
I want to give Jenna Marbles money.
So just whitelist her channel.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
How's it going?
Good idea.
What's up? This is what do you think of my shoes?
Oh, those... Dude, you are the most badass garden gnome I've ever seen.
Logo.
Art, the pinnacle of the human condition, the apex of high society,
All of the art
the
he's
essential
showing is the
ingredient to
color
a
black.
sophisticated and well-traveled culture. It's what humans turn to when all their survival requirements are met. Art attempts to define
Our survival requirements like
Black acrylic paint.
black acrylic paint and so many side hose. Then you can make art.
Black acrylic paint, thick women.
That's he thinks he's like a fucking. I want to know what he sees when he looks in the mirror, because he thinks that his fucking type of like Instagram model would ever give him the fucking time of day.
Okay, but
He's
Jacqueline Glenn gave him the time of day for 11 months.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is he, ongoing theme on the pod, is he attractive? We can't tell.
I know he's
undefinable,
fucking not
and
attractive.
thus it has spilled over into one of the core necessities of human survival: fashion. Now, some might say that the fashion world is pretentious and that designers would rather sit around smelling their own farts than associate with poor people. But the people saying such things
This is
probably
classical
don't
setting.
even have a master's degree in the fine arts. Peasants.
He thinks fashion is stupid, but fucking look at him. Just fucking look at him.
But
No,
he
you
spends
don't.
thousands of dollars on his headdress and makes YouTube makeup tutorials.
And makes videos defending the headdress. Like, just if fashion is stupid, just fucking take it off. We all think it's stupid. Obviously. The people have spoken. The market has spoken. Take off your headdress.
Yeah, the free market, the marketplace of ideas has spoken. And in the free marketplace of ideas, we say that you're an idiot. And if you want subscribers, well, it might be too late.
Might be too late. Oh
Stop
yes.
making anime covers is what I'd say. That's my advice.
So he tried to, he really tried. He tried it.
He's trying to go viral.
He tried to go viral with this video that Jacqueline Glenn responded to, where he made fun of Jessie Page. If you don't know who Jessie Page is, she's fine. She's fine. She's just like a 20-year-old YouTuber who came out as bisexual and is now making videos about being bisexual. She's really into Disney. I don't relate to her that hard, but I love gay content creators. So like it's like she's fine.
We love her. This is a pro Jessie Page
This is
podcast.
a pro Jessie Page
I've never
podcast.
heard of her before literally this moment.
But he made a 14-minute video making fun of her. And Jacqueline Glenn made a video being like, I'm so pissed because this person is my friend. And he made this video kind of obviously because he's just mad at me. But he thought it was going to go viral because he saw the commentary genre blow up. And he was like, all I need to do, pick a fucking popular YouTuber, make fun of them. But he's so deluded and such a misogynist that he was like, I'm going to pick the one that no one has a problem with. And I'm going to say that she's faking being bisexual. Yeah. He says something where it's like.
He's like, she hasn't fucked a girl on camera.
He's like, I would know. I have that Google search with notifications on. But he like says he's like, it fits her brand, like it just conveniently fits her brand, and like she's very brave, but it fit her brand. And it used to be brave to come out when Ellen DeGeneres came out, but not anymore. And it's like, you stupid motherfucker.
Actually, being gay now is great.
Being gay now is definitely great. Because you get to have people like Social Pose make videos about you. But yeah, so here's...
This is our conveyor belt. It was invented by
I'll
Gary
give
in
Jacqueline Glenn money
1997.
from
We
CNH.
take your order, fill it into a warehouse.
All right, I'm smiling right now because I'm trying to not come off as super annoyed, but let's be real. I'm annoyed. I don't know exactly how to even begin explaining the feelings I have right now. My ex decided to make a attack video on my friend Jessie Page. For those of you who don't know who Jessie Page is, she is a friend of mine, and I feel very maternal towards her. She's like 10 years younger than me. She's very positive, loving, has never said a bad word about anyone for as long as I've known her. She's just like the embodiment of a pure, innocent person who just wants to spread love and happiness. And, she's been going through a lot lately. She's been facing a lot of criticism that I've tried to cheer her up and encourage her through. And then this happens, and it really breaks my heart, but it also is incredibly frustrating for me because... And also, my channel is dying. I'm losing relevancy. And I think by putting her name in my title, I might get more clicks and views. So there we go, guys. I summed it up.
If she is all of these good, desirable qualities, why do I find her so insufferable?
I think I already explained it. I think you're jealous. I think you're jealous of her success. I think that you're upset that I'm friends with her. I think you're upset that Frank is friends with her. That's it.
She's friends with a lot of people that I am not a large fan of or don't get along with, but that's besides the point.
There you go. That's exactly my point. And that was at the beginning of his video. That explains it all.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell Jessie this on the phone. I'm like, listen, this is not because of you. This is an attack on you, but it's not really about you. There's a lot of underlying things there that are out of your control. So Jessie, I'm sorry.
He's also fucking 29. Like, just shut up.
He's a grown man.
He is a grown
I just went
adult.
to Jessie Page's channel. It's extremely not my shit.
No,
But
it's
I
not.
will say, I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Her editing.
It's just like, when you are young and gay, you need people who are young and gay online.
You need people who are young and gay and like a little bit annoying.
Yeah, and
like,
so that's why she.
Oh my God.
She
Like I
makes
said, the
videos
amount
about
of...
hair dye,
Yeah.
and like
Whether it's
having
her...
crushes on girls. I'm like, that's tight. If I was 15, I would probably be subscribed to her. Like,
Yeah,
good for her.
After I watched this video, I watched some of her like recent.
She has a video
gay
called
content.
How to Survive Being Gay in High School. Someone has to make How to Survive Being
Yeah.
Gay in High School content.
And like, she has a video where she goes on a date with a girl to Disneyland, and I found it a little, like, I watched it and I was like, this feels like a little annoying and very staged. And then she put up a title card at one point and she was like, the video's gonna end here because we started having like a more real date and we didn't want to record. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, get the money from the monetized video called Going on a Date to Disney World with a Girl, and then just go make out with a girl at Disney World. Hell yeah. It's just like the energy. It's not the energy I need, but it is the energy that some young gay people need. And I want them to have it. You know?
Yeah.
And that is not who this person is.
Talking or her just trying to relate to her audience for the sake of relating.
Let me
Here's
find where
my
he says the
ex-girlfriend,
homophobic-
Jack.
Let me find where he says the homophobic thing, because
Where I pretended to give a shit about her, meanwhile.
A antithesis, if you will, of Tumblr.
he also doesn't know half of the words he says mean.
Online, but really, in fact, have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Like, for instance, her coming out video that she made a couple months ago, which was very brave and courageous and brand convenient.
Fuck you! Brand convenient. Now, this is the part of the video where I start to...
Jacqueline Glenn has Leah Remini energy. That's intense.
You're so right. That's why I back her.
Yeah.
Even though she makes atheist content, which is embarrassing.
Yeah. You need a pretzel?
No, I just need to move it.
We've been recording for like an hour. We can wrap up if you want.
No, you do. You're doing your...
What more do we have to say? So yeah, so he's a homophobe and a stupid
He's a
little
homophobe.
bitch.
He faked coming out. His tattoos are shitty because he's a nerd. He's not gay. I'd say he's the first not gay YouTuber we've talked about on this podcast so far.
In the fucking I sent you the deleted video where he reacts to Jacqueline Glenn's dad like making fun of him.
Where he just drips black paint out of his mouth?
And at the end he goes like, making fun of my masculinity, blah, 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 because her dad calls him a lesbian. And I was like, honestly, like, good dad joke. But like, he is on another level screwed up, needs like a Zoloft today.
last year.
He needs a Zoloft in 2015 before all of this happened. He has a cat tat. That's pretty cool. But it's not, because it's the one on his shoulder, this one, it has one of those like, it has like that shading and color thing where it looks like fucking like, do you know what I mean?
Whenever someone has like a color tattoo that's like a big patch of color, my brain is like they have a skin condition.
That's what it looks like, where it's like too ripply.
Yeah, I'm like,
You know?
you just have a disease on your shoulder. Are you okay?
He has like, is this the Circa Survive? I'm gonna show you this way. Is that the Circa Survive symbol? I
don't know.
Life is hilariously cruel. Right on the footy.
Well,
I have more tats than him, and they're all better.
Good night, social repose. Hope you die.
Good luck reviving a dead channel that is dying.
Not coming back.
That is dying not because of the algorithm, but because of your personality.
Richie, if you're watching until the end, if you're the one person still watching, I need you to
smash that subscribe button.
First of all, smash that motherfucking subscribe button. Second of all, I need you to look me in the eyes. Your channel is dying because your personality is terrible. Good night.
Bitch, I got some clout. Bitch, I got some clout.